Do you really think I can't see you?
Hey, you. You're new here. I don't know if anyone's told you, but the Duke, our glorious leader, king of the desert, is raising taxes on his territory. And I am here to collect them.
So, what is that to do with me?
Look, I've told the Duke 1,000 times I'm not the guy for this. But if I don't get him the shards, he'll put a rope around my neck. Or my wife will. She'd do it for him. So do a guy a favor and hand over the money. After all, it's better than me and you ending up as food for the jackals.
Your wife would hang you?
She wouldn't want to. No, she's a lady of integrity. I would never say anything bad about her. It would be the Duke. The Duke would insist. My wife is a wonderful lady, calm, majestic. She'd be a queen of the desert if there wasn't already a king. The Duke, our glorious leader, king of the desert, and lord of the outlaws. So are you going to pay? Listen, maybe you can ask me about it later. Now is not the right time, okay?
You're asking me to pay to be here?
Everyone has to pay tribute to the Duke, our glorious leader, king of the desert, and lord of the outlaws. So will you hand over the shards now? It'd be better for both of us. Really, you don't want to explain not paying to the Duke.
There's no tax. This is a con.
Why would I risk my neck to lie? I told you I don't want to be here. I know you're looking at me and not feeling that threatened if you don't pay, but the Duke stands behind me. Mess with me and you mess with the Duke. And no one here is going to let that happen.
You're not taking shards from me without a fight.
No, you don't want to fight me. Deny the Duke and it won't just be me you're fighting. You'll be fighting everyone here.
No one's going to help you. And no one in their right mind would send you to collect shards. I'm not paying.
But are you crazy? You'll risk that?
I'm not paying.
Okay, I'll admit it. I spent all my wife's shards. She found out, and if I don't earn them back, she'll be wearing my balls for earrings. I've got to get the shards to replace what I spent.
What did you spend the shards on?
Well, men's things. Yeah, I know that made it worse, but it's not like that, honestly. I love Cindy, and I can't get to see her without paying her. Not that it matters. Madison will beat the shit out of me if she finds I've seen a prostitute. She'll kill me if she finds out I'm in love with Cindy. So, I've got to get those shards if I want to keep walking.
You really love your wife, then?
Yes. Oh, yes. Completely. Totally. What is there not to love? You can tell her that if you meet her, that you've never met anyone who loves his wife as much as Liam. You could even say I worship her. And if anyone says anything about Cindy and us being in love, I'll deny it. How could I betray my wonderful, blessed, psychotic wife?
If things are so bad, why don't you split up with your wife?
Split? Split up? The only thing that would split would be my head and my shoulders if I tried that. I'm not the first, Every few months she picks a husband. And have you met any of her exes here in the fort? No. And there's a good reason for that. No one knows where they are, where the pieces of them are. I've never had much here. I don't know why she picked me of all people, but now she owns me until I die. And if she finds out about Cindy, both me and her are dead. Dead for good. Warrior, lover, goddess. She's everything a man could ever want. Oh, I don't know what I'd do if she just died. Say, where did you get that claw? Can I take a look at it?
Why? Do you want to look at that?
Yes, please, show me.
I got it in Edan.
Edan? You mean you met Kata? She must trust you if she gave you this. And if you have been trusted with this, maybe I could ask you about something. It would bring us a lot of elixir. And I mean a lot.
And you'll trust me with this because of this claw?
You wouldn't have one if you hadn't earned it. You're one of us, right? I mean, you're playing it shy, but you know what the claw means. And it means we work together. Share the loot and go our separate ways. Both with the shards to make life happier.
All right, I'm in.
Right. Let's do this. Listen closely. I know the Duke stole a pile of shards from the clerics some time ago. He's trying to bring them into the fort little by little without anyone noticing. We can take advantage of that to earn ourselves a profit. If that sounds good, then let's do this. If not, then just pretend this conversation never happened.
About the Duke's shards. How did the Duke get the Elexit from the clerics?
The clerics were transporting goods and the Elexit between the domed city in Abessa and the Hort in Ignadon. The Duke got wind of this and set up an ambush. And it worked. The Duke made a fortune. But of course, he couldn't tell anyone about it. If he'd admitted it was the outlaws that killed those clerics, it would have started a war. So he hid the shards and denied the whole thing.
I thought the clerics and the outlaws were already enemies.
Enemies, yes, but not at war. There's a big difference. Neither side really knows if we could win a war, and besides, where's the profit for anyone? A full-out war and we'll all lose. That's why the Duke likes to play his enemies according to good old outlaw tradition. Keep them guessing, surprise them with your attacks, and hit them with a huge bang when they are least expecting it. So because the Duke needs to keep this a secret, he can't have word get around the fort and then reach the clerics. That not only means the Elexit is out there, but it also means the Duke can't raise much of a storm if all the Elexit suddenly disappears.
So, what's your plan?
The Duke is bringing the Elexit into the fort in deliveries with minimum muscle to protect it. Keeping it low-key is how the Duke is hoping to keep his Elexit a secret, and the next delivery of shards is due soon. I've thought about this, and the best place to intercept the shipment is when it's coming through the pass that connects Abessa with Tavar. The pass will contain the convoy, and it's far enough away from the fort that the Duke won't know anything's happened there for a decent length of time. If you hit that convoy, take the Elexit, then I'll give you, say, 40% of that take.
Make it 50% or there's no deal.
Hey, this is my plan, and I did all the prep work.
Which will mean nothing if I'm not there to get the shards. I'm doing the fighting. I'm taking the risk. I'll take 50%.
Are you expecting me to just back down and accept this?
Yes.
Well, okay. We're partners now. Ready to go?
Let's go.
Head directly to the pass to Abessa, and keep your eyes open. The outlaws in the convoy might have disguised themselves as clerics.
You're coming with me.
What? No, I can't. My ass belongs to Iron Madison. Hell, all of me belongs to her. I'll be no use to you dead, and that's what I'll be if I leave. You can handle it yourself. I'm sure you can.
Rotting remains of a long-gone civilization.
Get lost! I don't have time for civilians.
Come on, you bastard!
I'll wait here for you. I'll wait here for you.
I'm right behind you! What's that thing doing here?
About the Duke's shards. I recovered the shards from the convoy.
The plan worked? It worked! You look like you came through okay. I knew I picked the right person. And you'll get the profit to make your effort worth it. So about your share. You get half, right? Yes, that's right, which means you're rich. I mean, you can afford to get your balls dipped in gold if you really want to. It would be great to work with you again, but I don't know if I could find the shards to afford it. But whatever you do next, take it easy. Okay, partner?